What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday. Hope all of you are having a great day so far today. Getting into this episode of GH. I totally felt I could relate to everybody at the hospital that's sitting around, you know, waiting on word for Curtis. I totally get it because I've been in situations like that, and I know family that's been in situations like that where, tragedy strikes and you at the hospital just waiting on word. I know how that can be. That's a struggle. But also, it's like the whole, regret situation, because it seemed like, Portia got regrets and Trina got regrets because they feel like they wasted so much time, being angry or not forgiving in that moment. They feel like that time is now slipping away from them. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you can't have regrets. Can't have regrets because you're human at the end of the day. Everybody go through their trials and tribulations. Everybody go through their stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they can't sit there and have regrets. Even if Curtis were to go, he were to die. You know what I'm saying? I highly doubt that man would die thinking that they all hated him or something like that. No, of course not. He would die knowing that, yes, they all had issues with each other, but deep down, they still loved each other. Not even deep down, even on the surface. They still very much cared and loved for each other. They just had some hurt, some anger. You know what I'm saying? That's typical. You're human. Your family. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be hurt. It's going to be anger. It's going to be all of that shit. But when somebody go, if that happens, they're going to go knowing that you still care. You know what I'm saying? That you still love them. And that's what Trina and Portia got to remember. That's what they got to hang their hat on. And I love that, Stella was there being positive and stuff. And, Portia had Nina there with her and stuff. Everybody trying to be positive and whatnot, because that's what you need in situations like this. And I loved how Stella was, telling old stories about Curtis and Tommy when they were growing up and how competitive they were. I love that because you got to keep that positivity going. Because if it was me, I'd be in the hospital just making people laugh. You know what I'm saying? Because it's that old saying that you got to laugh to keep from crying. You do. You get those days where you want to break down and stuff like that. But sometimes you just got to bust out laughing to keep you from doing it. You know what I mean? It's normal. I love that scene where Curtis, was in the afterlife for a minute with his mother. Like she was trying to get him to transition or whatever. Trying to get him to go with her. And I love how she just realized it ain't your time. She knew that he wasn't going to go with her. Because if he went with her, then that means that he was giving up the fight. And he was just going to die. So she realized, nah, it's not his time yet. And as much as she wanted to be with her kids again, all of her kids in heaven, it wasn't Curtis's time. And I knew they wasn't going to kill off Curtis. I had that feeling they weren't. But I do feel like there's probably going to be some lasting effects from that gunshot wound, more than likely. But his mother is gorgeous, though. Irene was so beautiful. And I love how she was talking about potato salad. That is a very black thing to do. Because let me tell you something. I love me some potato salad. Especially with that, damn, what is it? Damn, I'm trying to think of it, too. And I can't think of it. I'm sitting here racking my brain on what we put on top of potato salad. Paprika. Let me tell you something. Potato salad is off the hook, but you gotta add that paprika. You gotta add it. You gotta pour some of that paprika up there. If you don't pour none of that paprika up there, it ain't finished yet. Pour that paprika on top of that bad boy. I do that with baked macaroni and cheese too. Pour that paprika up there. We are a paprika family, like fried chicken, all that. That paprika going up there. I'm just saying, you got to. It ain't. Listen, it ain't soul food. Some of that stuff is not a soul food dish if you don't add some damn paprika. That's how I grew up. We sprinkle that paprika. But yeah, it just wasn't Curtis's time. And I feel like when he wake up, this is, the family's chance to be there. And I love that TJ was urging him to wake up and fight and stuff, because you gotta fight. If you don't fight, who gonna fight for you? The doctors can only do so much, but you gotta do the work too. So anyway, moving on from that. It's about damn time that Alexis got Sonny involved in what's going on with Christina and this whole surrogacy thing. Because she tried to make it seem like, she overwhelmed with the shelter. Sonny ain't no dummy. He knew it was more than that shelter. He knew it was way more than that going on with her than that. And it's time that Sonny be brought into the conversation about the surrogacy thing. Because it do seem like Christina's getting more serious about doing it. And I agree with Alexis. She needs to really think about that. That's a huge thing to do. I mean, her heart is in a good place, but that's such a huge decision to make, and that's not a decision she should make lightly, And I could definitely tell Maxie was thrown back when she was asked about the surrogacy thing, because Maxie hasn't really spoke about the surrogacy stuff in a long time, and I know that was a trying time. Like, a lot was going on back then. Like, she and Lulu's friendship literally blew up over that shit. So I do feel like if there's anybody to talk to about that, I feel like Maxie is one of the best people to talk to about the surrogacy, especially considering what happened between her and Lulu. I do agree with Alexis, though. I do feel like Christina asked, she brought it up in a non-tasteful way. But I think she should get some background on it from Maxie. Why not? I think she should. But I don't think Christina should do it. I don't think she should. For drama purposes, yes, but I don't think she should. I think if Christina do it, it's going to be a hot mess. It's going to divide the family. I really do. I think so. Yeah, so I definitely think Christina need to think long and hard about this decision. I think so. Anyway, moving on from that. Cody. When will Cody learn? When will Cody learn to stop messing with Miss Wu? I guess he has to. He one of them people. He has to learn the hard way. And that's what he learned. The hard way, because Miss Wu was not playing with him. Like, Lee will beat his ass. Like, Miss Wu was not playing. She was going to get Lee to whoop that ass. And I'm not mad at her. Like, Cody really think that if you go to work for Miss Wu, it's that easy to get out of it. No, sir. No. See, that's the difference in leadership between Sonny and Miss Wu. Sonny will let you out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll be nice. He's that nice mobster. He'll let you go. Miss Wu, there's consequences for that. Because for one, I like her style. Because that's real mob. The mob, once you work for the mob, there is no getting out of it. There is no letting an employee out. No, they know too much. They seen too much. They heard too much. You can't just let them walk. You can't. They know too much. So I don't blame Miss Wu. That's old school mob shit right there. And I love it. Cody is stupid. Like, Miss Wu said, listen, I don't even want 50% of that $10 million. I want 60%. I said, 60. Ooh, that's a lot. Like, she trying to leave that man with peanuts. I'm like, good God. Now, what if he don't get the $10 million, though? Because what if they want a DNA test and all that mess? So what if he don't get it? Then Miss Wu gonna kill him. I feel like he just bit off more than he could chew. I honestly feel like Cody just wrote a check his ass can't cash. And Sam better be careful, because she was sitting there grilling Gladys and stuff about Miss Wu and whatnot. Sam asking all these questions. I'm like, Sam, do you need to Google Miss Wu? Like, you don't just walk around town asking folks about this lady and not think it's going to get back to her in some way, shape, or form that you're asking questions. Because usually that's what happens when you're asking about somebody high up on the food chain. They don't like questions being asked about them, That's just a big no-no. But I did not like the way Gladys was acting towards Scout when when Sam and Scout walked up to her and stuff like that about her coat, dress, whatever the hell she was about to buy. She got all snarky and snappy and stuff like that. I would have knocked her under the floor. First of all, that is a child. You do not need to talk to her like that. I'm just saying. You ain't got to be all snarky. Like, Gladys is so out of pocket. I felt bad for Scout. You know what I mean? Like, she's already feeling the effects of Drew not being around. That's what I hate the most about this, because she lost her dad again. And this time it was his choice, and I just feel like it was a dumbass choice. So I don't know. Hopefully he can salvage that whenever he get out, but I don't know. He better pray it ain't no little resentment there, because kids do be remembering. I'm just saying, they remember things now. Sam better be careful though, because she's sitting over here taking pictures and stuff of Miss Wu and Cody, and trying to figure out what everybody's connection is, and now she done got caught. I'm like, now who done tapped you on the shoulder? Sam need to be careful. Like, she at least need a partner or somebody to watch her back, because you shouldn't be going to dangerous places or trying to do dangerous cases on your own. I'm just saying. So anyway, moving on from that, I feel so bad for Sasha. I do. It's like every time you turn around, Sasha got some more drama in her life. Somebody trying to screw her over. You know, I feel bad for her. I'm not surprised that Maxie was able to get them charges dropped, though. I'm not shocked about that, because it's Maxie. Maxie has the gift of gab. Like, she can do anything. She can sell pork to a Muslim. That's just how good she is. But I'm ready for Sasha to have a major breakthrough. I am. Like, I'm tired of her going through shit. It's just, damn, like, how many times we gonna have her just go through bad shit after bad shit after bad shit? It turns into abuse after a minute. Like, good God. Maxie definitely needs to look out for her. You know, hopefully they find out what kind of medication and stuff she taking. Because I feel like it is fucked up on Gladys and that doctor's part to be prescribing her that. Now she didn't even remember taking that stuff. Like, putting it in her bag. Like, that's the crazy part about it. You know. Gladys gonna get hers. I'm telling you. Gladys is gonna go to hell with gasoline drawers on. I'm telling you. Because the shit she doing is just so evil. Like, ugh. So anyway, moving on from that, Michael and Willow were on again today. But I will say, as much as Michael and Willow bore me, I thought that scene was cute. You know, since he can't bring her to Paris right now, he brought Paris to her. I thought that was cute. I thought that was a cute scene. They had, you know, Lil Wiley dressed up as a Frenchman and stuff with a little beret on and a little mustache. That was dope. I found that to be funny and kind of, you know, an adorable scene, so to speak. So I thought that was cool and whatnot. They still bored the shit out of me, but I thought that was a cool scene. I still thought it was cool to watch, but they do bore me. And back to what I was saying before about the whole Curtis situation. I feel like Marshall kind of know that Sonny or somebody's involved in his son getting shot. I think he know. But my thing is with Sonny, it's like him and Anna just need to join forces, because it's like, why work this thing separately when you could just do it together? Like, just bounce information off each other. Y'all both trying to figure out who took a shot, so get it together. Anyway, that's pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section, let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Peace.